capsule.
Guys, this is the Slinger, and this is another Warframe grind video. Welcome to Loki Prime. So, I do a lot of what I consider to be underrated type videos because I believe that for the most part, a lot of Warframes and weapons are not the meta, but yet or not popular. Let's say not popular, because the meta that could be popular. Most likely it is. But either way, a Loki Prime. I'll actually tell you a story about Loki. One time, when I first came back to Warframe about a year ago, I was in a big clan, and one of the younger players came up and he asked the group when we were in Discord, what do you guys think about Loki? I was thinking about getting Loki Prime or Loki. And one of the other guys, he was like a level maybe anywhere from 12 to 17. He said, Loki sucks shit. Point blank. He said he sucks. And I kind of just sat there and thought about it for a minute. Like, what sucks about Loki? Because, you know, I've been out of the game for a while, and I was not actually any good when I came back. The game had changed so much. So I was like, what sucks about Loki? I mean, I don't use him because he looks not as cool as Ash. But, I mean, his duration is longer. He's faster. I don't get it. And then I was thinking, okay, but if you play Steel Path, Loki's pretty much easy. That's Steel Path. So I thought about it a while, and I waited, a couple days, and that same kid I went up to and I said, hey man, remember when you were asking about Loki? And he's like, yeah. I was like, dude, anyone that says Loki sucks shit doesn't know how to play. Because Loki's like the first Warframe you want to take into Steel Path. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, you're invisible, dude. And he's got the most duration, and he's quick. He can radial disarm high-level opponents and take their weapons away, make them shoot less. He can put a decoy out to get the crowds to aim at the decoy instead of him. So, yeah, Loki's got a lot of usability in this game. And I think he's totally underrated. So, even though I don't use Loki all the time, it's not because I don't like Loki. It's because I've went to other frames and concentrated on them because Loki is so easy in Steel Path. If you get what I'm saying. So if you're starting out in Steel Path and you want to get a feel for it, Loki Prime is probably your best bet. So here's a basic build for Loki. I just went over it today. And I didn't want to change any of my formulas, so guys, don't bitch me out for not having the perfect build, but it's basically it's a nice little duration run and gun, rolling guard, adaptation. I mean, streamline. You've got lots of stuff going on here. Sprint boost because he's a quick little guy. Yeah, I mean, your duration is 297. I did go in and just put Condemn on him because I love Condemn because it's a quick, cheap power that ties up people in Steel Path. Now, when I make my builds for Steel Path, I don't like heavy costing builds. I like the powers to be cheap that I'm going to use from Helmuth, and the animation to be fairly quick. And Condemn meets that. So you can cast it quickly and then tie people up and then melee them, shoot them, do whatever, but get yourself out of bad situations. So Condemn, it's not that it's a powerful crowd control, but it's a quick, cheap power control. Sorry, crowd control. If you notice, it only costs me 17.5 drain. That's pretty affordable. Another one that would be in that class would be, I think, silence is one that's always good to use. So invisibility costs 35, but the duration is 35 seconds, almost 36. That's pretty amazing that you can stay invisible that long. The decoy costs 17, and you get 74 seconds on duration. So these are cheap powers. Even the radial disarm, for what it does, it's not too bad. There's a lot of powers out there that are going to cost you 75, 80, 90. Radial disarm, it's a little bit pricey, but you get an 11-meter radius, and it's actually a usable item in game in Steel Path. So, arcanes, I just used Arcane Guardian. I have an Arcane Helmet, so I cannot put that in the second slot. So guys, don't hit me up about what is your Arcane Helmet. It's a founder's thing. You can't get them anymore. And besides, I really just use it for cosmetics because I like the actual arcanes better than Arcane Helmets. So I went with Sprint Boost, Handspring, faster knockdown recovery in Steel Path. That's a must. It's a really good thing. It's not a must. It's a good thing. Okay, Rolling Guard. I think everybody knows when it comes to shield gating, Rolling Guard, adaptation, because I'm not the best player, so I need the most help I can get in Steel Path. And when I shield gate, got to have an auger on there of some sort. I don't like the auger shield because it boosts up the shield. So auger message gives me the duration. This is the duration build. I hope that makes sense. So constitution, knockdown recovery, and duration. Prime continuity, duration. But this is the build that I really do think for two formas, this is a pretty solid build, and flow too on there. Now you could pump it up, but I really honestly, normal Loki without any Helmeth abilities is a Steel Path Warframe. So other than that, it's going to be whatever weapons you choose. I've got the Ogress, the Kuva Ogress on there, Kuva Nuker, and geez, I don't even remember what this is. The Dakra Prime. Okay, the Dakra Prime. And I'm using Matter-Eye. Now, the thing about Matter-Eye is it doesn't really boost me up, but what happens is if I get in big trouble and I want to kill something fast, hop into Operator, hit my power, and I've got double the amp for a second to get me out of a situation. So I also do use Last Grasp sometimes. I forget because it's just a recent change, but Last Grasp is a big thing. Doesn't work as good in Steel Path, but it will get you once in a while out of a bad situation. At about 140, it's not too bad. You get up to like 200 level, you're not going to be killing that much with your amp. So, we'll see. I mean, you can get lucky. There is low level, enemies out there that you can kill. So it depends on the situation, it depends on the hordes. But yeah, that's my Loki build, and I'll leave you with some clips right now.
Prepare for life support. I've delivered another life support capsule. Life support has been replenished. Life support incoming. Additional life support has arrived. The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. Extraction is available if you need it.